All right, and here is the final product of the stripped totaled Hellcat. So in the beginning of the video, you guys see us trying to disassemble this part of the accident where the impact was, and that didn't work out. And then by accident, we actually cut the body harness pretty bad right over. You can see it right over there. There's more wires cut up in there too. So it turns out, before I continue talking about this, the reason why the car wasn't starting is because, where's that harness? The harness that goes from the headlights to the dash, they cut it from the fuse box. I'm trying to find this. So we got the cooling system over here, heater box over here, a whole bunch of modules. This is the RFH hub. This is the airbag module. I believe this is the remote starter module. You got all the speakers in there. I did bust out the rear window just because it's a lot easier to reach. On the other one, of course, we're not gonna do that. Where did I put that harness? Right here. So this harness, see that? Why would they do that? They cut it right at the fuse box. And this is the fuse box that has a starter relay in it. So now it makes sense why the car wasn't turning over. But at the same time, the car was kind of clicking, like the starter was trying to engage. So I don't know where that power is coming from, but dash is off completely with the frame. I am gonna remove the dash from the skeleton is what we call it. And I will put the 300 on this one so we could have the, the cluster that's working and the radio and the steering wheel that lights up. And we're gonna make that work for him. We are gonna have the seats redone. He does not want those seats. This is the rear suspension, complete with the brakes. Got the Brembo still on there. I don't take them off, some people do, but it's a lot easier if you keep them on. These springs I'm gonna replace. These sit way too high. If you guys see the gap, it does have those flares on them. If it has flares on them, they sit a lot higher. So I'm gonna use his springs off his 300 and then see how that works. It should look a lot better. We got the cold air intake sitting over there. Just a bunch of stuff, the liners. The engine and trans is right under that cover. Here, I'll show you guys that. That's the engine and trans. Still got the brakes on there too. Kept the oil cooler on there. The less you got to take off, the better it is. Thanks, bro. Here are the door panels, the suede headliner with the visors. And that's pretty much it. Here's the ABS lines that go all the way to the back. And this is the fuel line. That's always a pain to come off, but probably gonna have to replace it because it's kinked over here. And there's no way you could bend that back without messing stuff up. So probably have to replace this line only. Hey, the rear brake lines look okay.
The rear ones?
Right?
Only coming from that area too, I think.
Oh, right here.
Yeah.
All right, never mind. So we need the whole assembly. Here's the gas tank. Hey, was that gas tank heavy to drop?
No, actually, yeah.
Was it?
It was leaking gas too.
Okay. So gas tank is done. And now we're going to pull it out. And the rest of the car is basically done for, other than the seat that's still in there. We'll probably mess with it later trying to pull it out. But now we're going to tie it. Got the cherry picker. We're going to tie it to the front of this 2 frame rails using the seat belt. And then we're going to use a jack to support it from the rear and get it out the garage and pull in the 300 and start stripping that one down too. But yeah, man, this thing was smacked pretty good. We even tried to cut the trans tunnel out because, here, let me show you this. See the trans tunnel? The drive shaft is still in there. I forgot about that. I have to get a new drive shaft because this drive shaft is screwed up. It's literally, it's like stuck in between the trans tunnel. So what we did, part of the video, you guys see us trying to cut through this right over there, but it turns out to be 2 layers of sheet metal, so we just left it alone. And I'm just gonna get a new drive shaft for it because the other one won't come off. It's right in there. And the carrier bearing is like all bent up, so it's not worth it. So we got a new drive shaft, we got a new body harness, and the rest of it, we're looking good. So let's pull it out and then we'll get the 300 inside of her. All right, guys, now we are back on my side. We have to move the Trackhawks out of the way and pull out the 300. So let's go ahead and start that up. That thing's real quiet for a Hemi. I want to show you guys a silver one. I picked it up from the body shop a couple hours ago. I got that door fixed as well as a rocker. Looks like new. Can't tell if it's ever hit. That one is still for sale, so if you guys want it, make sure you message my guy. I'm locking in with him. This one's supposed to be getting picked up this week. So I'm going to move these out of the way. We'll get some nice drone footage on the other side where the garage is of getting that one pulled in, wrap up the video, and then hopefully start stripping the 300 tomorrow.